What's going on, everyone? So LeBron James was at the Cleveland Cavaliers Boston Celtics game, and of course this has started a huge whirlwind of what does this mean. I mean, people are speculating from he's going to Cleveland, that's it, he's doing say goodbye, this is his farewell tour, to Donovan Mitchell, welcome to the Los Angeles Lakers, and everything in between. Now, look, there is the more likely scenario, which is just like, hey, you know, he's from Cleveland. He's out in Cleveland. The Cavs are in the playoffs. The Lakers aren't. And he just wanted to go to Cleveland and watch the Cavs play a game. But it's not LeBron if there wasn't more to it than that, right? Now, LeBron's not leaving the Lakers. He's not. And he's not leaving the Lakers for Cleveland. Now, look, I wouldn't be shocked if at some point he returns to Cleveland. I wouldn't be surprised if, say, signs a new contract with the Lakers, rides it out for, 3 more years, and then he decides, hey, I'm going to go play in Cleveland for $10 million, and that'll be my goodbye tour. That'll be my farewell season, right? Kind of have the proper send-off of a legend, right? But it's not happening yet. It's not happening anytime soon. He's not leaving the Lakers. He's still got a lot to accomplish, get done. He's still got his businesses. Said it from day one. He came to Lakers for a lot more than just basketball reasons. Now, obviously, he wants to win. Obviously, he came here and he did win with the Lakers, and he wants to continue to win. But he's here. He's got his family. His family wanted to be in LA. Bryce, Bronny. See what happens with Bronny. He just came off of a great, draft combine workout, showing that vert, showing some of that talent, shooting the ball well. All the things that you want to see, and we'll see what ends up happening with him draft-wise, see if the Lakers can find a way to acquire Bronny, see what ends up happening as far as that goes. But to me, I think it's recruitment, right? So Donovan Mitchell is one of the big prizes. Donovan Mitchell is one of the big pieces that are out there. Donovan Mitchell isn't playing this game. If LeBron James was ever going to go to a Cavs-Celtics game, wouldn't he go to the game that Donovan Mitchell's playing in? Right? But now, hey, he doesn't have to do the pre-workout stuff. He doesn't have to do the post-game workout stuff. Gives you a little more time to hang out. Gives you a little more time to talk. Gives you a little more time to brainstorm. Right? Like, LeBron recruits. We know he does. Right? It's what LeBron does, is he goes and he talks to guys and he recruits. And Donovan Mitchell is a big target that the Lakers are trying to acquire this offseason. He's a guy that's been linked to the Lakers for about a year now, kind of waiting for this offseason, wait for this offseason. Donovan Mitchell will be available, right? Cleveland, they're going to get eliminated by the Boston Celtics. They're down 3-1. Donovan Mitchell might not even play in the next game, which even if he does, they probably get burnt out and lose. So they're done. You don't think LeBron going to Donovan and be like, hey, you're in Cleveland. I get it. I've been there. Come to beautiful LA, right? Play with me and Anthony Davis. When I leave and I depart in a couple years, right? You and Anthony Davis get to take over the franchise. You guys are the pieces. You guys are the cornerstones that can continue to try to win NBA championships. Anthony Davis would be the best player you've ever played with, right? I would be the best player you've ever played with. I'll let you go be the guy. You get to be the guy, right? LeBron didn't go with just LeBron. LeBron went with him, Rich Paul, right? He had a couple people with him. Talking to Donovan. You telling me he just didn't hang out with Donovan Mitchell? Telling me that he just didn't talk to some of these guys? I think LeBron, yeah, he probably went there taking a game, maybe see some friends, family, whatever. But to think that he went to Cleveland, ran into Donovan Mitchell, talked to Donovan Mitchell, and didn't at least have some discussion, some nudge, some hint, wink, wink, some type of dialogue on like, hey, man, where's your pulse at? What's your plans? Because, look, there's a lot of talks that it is basically the New York Knicks or the Lakers, that he wants to go to a big market and he wants to go to either LA or New York, right? His preferred destination is New York. Obviously, he wanted to go to the Knicks, but here's a couple things. One, do the Knicks want Donovan Mitchell anymore? Now, some people might think yes, but you got to remember, they wanted Donovan Mitchell before the Jalen Brunson explosion, right? Like, the idea was that, like, hey, Jalen Brunson, he may or may not be great. He has potential to be good, but Donovan Mitchell could be the 1A, and then, Brunson could be kind of the B guy. Yeah, they're both kind of similar players, but, Donovan Mitchell's the guy. Well, now Jalen Brunson's the guy in New York. Right now, Jalen Brunson's the guy that the Knicks are going to build around. Donovan Mitchell doesn't make as much sense in New York anymore. Now, could they still go and acquire him? It's very possible, right? We'll see what the Knicks do. But the Knicks also have their eyes on other targets and other big names, and they're kind of trying to remain patient to see what kind of, does a Joel Embiid or, a Giannis or somebody eventually become available. They're not going to put their eggs into a basket like Donovan Mitchell if it means missing out on maybe a bigger fish that can all but guarantee at least a finals appearance for the Knicks. The Knicks have done a really good job of being patient and going and getting the proper pieces and tools, right? Also, with LeBron and Anthony Davis, right? Like, the speech is pretty simple, right? Like, dude, you've been averaging like 35 a game. You've been working yourself ragged, literally so much so you got hurt and couldn't even play in a playoff game because you have to overexert yourself so much and work so hard just for you guys to be competitive. You dropped a 50 piece and still lost. Guess what happens if you drop a 50 piece with me and Anthony Davis? Guess what happens if you come to LA? Right? You still can go be the bucket getter. We need that. Right? We need the bucket getter. LeBron James himself has said on, Mind the Game, like, dude, I'm only getting older. I can't put it together the way I used to be able to. I don't have it for 48 minutes a game anymore. Right? I can't control and put all my energy. I have to pick and choose. I have to be calculated. Right? Like, you don't think he can say, hey, dude, look, I could be the playmaker. Anthony Davis is the running mate. You get to come in. You get to play your game. We need you to play your game. It's not like Donovan Mitchell has to change much. Literally, everything that Donovan Mitchell is exactly what the Lakers need. Exactly. I've had my concerns about Trae Young. I'm not really high on Trae. Donovan Mitchell, whatever you want, right? If I'm the Lakers, I am going, hey, if it's not LeBron James and Anthony Davis, it's yours. Right? Whatever you want. You want a Ferrari thrown in too? Sure, it's yours. Right? Whatever. You want a star in Space Jam 3? It's yours. Whatever you want, it is yours. Right? I'm selling everything in the kitchen sink for Donovan Mitchell because, again, that's the perfect complementary piece to LeBron, Anthony Davis. Now, a lot of people aren't big on big threes, but a couple things. One, you could trade for Donovan Mitchell and still have the flexibility to go get other things because he's not making $45 million a year yet, at least. He'll get there. But he's also a guy that, as far like I've talked about, big threes, I believe, can work if the pieces fit, if the pieces match. Right, you look at the Phoenix Suns, the pieces don't match. The pieces make no sense. As soon as the Suns went and traded for Bradley Beal, what did I say? They just signed their death note. That's it. They're not winning anything. Like, that's it. It's over. Right? Because they put together a team that just doesn't make any sense. They put together three players that make no sense. Donovan Mitchell, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis make a world of sense, especially considering where LeBron James is as far as his career and the way that he can approach the game now. Right? Donovan Mitchell's that guy that he would trust, he'd believe in, that he would defer to. Right? Like, there's very few guys that would make LeBron go, okay, I need to make that adjustment. I need to make that change. Donovan Mitchell's one of them, right? But LeBron can still be LeBron. LeBron can still be calculated. He can still have the ball in his hands, still do his thing, make the plays, find, Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell can still have the ball in his hands, do his thing, all that stuff. Find Anthony Davis, find LeBron James, right? It mixes. And after that, who cares what the rest? I mean, obviously, you got to care to an extent. But after that, I mean, you could have a starting five of Donovan Mitchell, Max Christie, Jared Vanderbilt, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis. Let's go. You still have Christian Wood, still probably have maybe a Taurean Prince, right? You still can go and trade for other little small pieces. Maybe you sign a Valanciunas. What more do you need? You're good. I mean, look at all the teams that are in the playoffs right now that are going on deep runs. They're all only like 7 or 8 guys deep anyway, right? Like Denver's even thinner than that. Boston's even thinner than that. They have guys that are out there just to kind of be out there at times, but they're incredibly thin. Even the Timberwolves, right? They got a bunch of versatility and they got some depth, but they're still only like really 7, 8 guys. Right? Like they basically have their starting five and they got like 3 key core guys that are coming off the bench. They have a couple other guys here and there, like Monty Morris, stuff like that, but they're not having the real impact. It's the Naz Reid, the Alexander, it's the Anderson, right? Those are the guys that are having the real kind of impact, right? So again, you just need you have your starting five, and then you go and get 2-3 guys off the bench that can give you quality minutes and fill in holes, and there you go. You're off to the races. So again, I think personally, the Lakers, I think this was LeBron's little, hey, come on. Like, just think, you wouldn't have to work this hard if you were with us. You'd have help. Right now, you don't got no help. Guess what? You have help with us. Right? I don't think it's the other side of the thing where people are like, oh, LeBron's going to Cleveland. Like, for what? Cleveland can't sign LeBron outright, so they'd have to trade for him. Like, what are they going to trade? What are they going to give up? You know, like, the Donovan Mitchell? You swap Donovan Mitchell for LeBron? That's pointless. Right? LeBron's not winning with all those guys and not Donovan Mitchell. Okay, you trade maybe Darius Garland and Jared Allen. Like, okay, like, so you and Donovan Mitchell, like, are you and Donovan? Yeah, it's the East, so you only have to get through Boston, but I don't think that gets through Boston. Not with LeBron the way that he is now. But Donovan Mitchell comes to Lakers, right? Him, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Jared Vanderbilt, to be some support on the defensive side. You go get a legit 3-and-D shooter. Maybe you convince, Royce O'Neal or something like that. You're golden now. So that's what I think it is. I think it's a little bit of recruitment. I'm sure, again, he's taking in the game, trying to enjoy it. But you think LeBron didn't know Donovan Mitchell wasn't playing? Of course he did. Of course he knew he wasn't playing. It's a little odd. The one game you go to is the one game that he doesn't play. When, LeBron has a little extra time to chat it up and play recruiter. Just saying. It's just a thought. But we'll see. Time will tell. Anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? What did you think when you saw LeBron James go to the Cavs game? Were you kind of like, oh, this is recruitment? Do you think something else? How do you feel? Whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.